Hi there, so I will explain about volleyball. There are many types of sport in the world. There are easy and difficult. One of them is volleyball. The way to play is to serve the ball from behind the line at the back of the field, return the ball if it is on the team that received the ball, continue hitting the ball back and forth over the net until a fault occurs. There are several benefits of playing volleyball, namely increasing body speed, increasing strength, and healthy heart. By participating in volleyball, you will add friends and knowledge about volleyball. This sport is played with 6 court players. This sport can be played on volleyball court or on lead ground. The best time to play volleyball is in afternoon. I have a favorite handphone. My favorite handphone is the Oppo A7. My parents bought it for me 2 years ago. My favorite handphone is an Android-based smartphone. The version is 8.1 with 4 GB RAM and 6 GB internal storage. Because my handphone has a large amount of internal storage, I store a lot of photos with my friends. The type of handphone that I use has 2 colors, namely blue and gold. The phone that I use is gold. I'm very comfortable using my phone because it has a 4300 mAh battery. Cell phones do not die. Its increasingly sophisticated use makes many people need it and carry it wherever they are. This also has an impact on business people who do sell cell phones. Before making a business, it's good to pay attention to the following tips so as not to make mistakes. When you sell rice, you have to understand about rice, including its quality. This also applies if you sell cell phone or do business with cell phones. Where do you at least understand about the cell phones and what's in the cell phones? When you use money to buy electronic goods, you must first see whether the price of electronic goods is going down or not. Every mobile phone shop generally use a locked storefront that can be opened specifically by the owner. The shop also equips itself with CCTV to help keep the shop from being stolen. At this time, the world is facing a big problem, starting from the emergence of a disease outbreak caused by a virus, namely the coronavirus, which is familiarly called COVID-19. Almost all aspects of life undergo changes that are increasingly worrying, thrilling the entire world. Currently, the central government has issued policies, one of which is to cancel activity or face-to-face for all educational institutions. This is done as an effort to prevent the transmission of the coronavirus. This certainly has a major impact on the educational development of children who are currently required to learn independently, learn online or on a network in the application of online learning. None of you students have learning difficulties, which are triggered by several factors. First, students who do not have gadgets, students who do not know much about the use technology. This case often occurs in kindergarten and elementary school students. In addition, the main problem that students experience is an inadequate network. Based on data analysis released by the Singapore University of Technology and Design using the pandemic estimation method, susceptible infection recovered or SIR with DDE data-driven estimation, it is estimated that the peak of the pandemic in Indonesia has occurred on April 19 to 12 ago and will gradually end completely at the end July 2012. This data was issued as of May 5, 2012, which was taken based on data from various countries to predict the end of the pandemic in the world. Based on this data, it's estimated that by the end of May 2012, the PSBB police could end soon. Thus, in early June, all activities can normally